When my mother passed away a couple of years ago, we took her body down to Cardston and buried her in the Taylorville Cemetery beside my dad. And so here we are in Cardston. 2 days later, we decide to go to the temple.
Okay.
And in our temple ceremonies, for your audience that might not know, there's a little part where we receive a new name. And there's just a little booth we go into. And so I went into the booth, and I had dressed my mom for burial. And after I saw her laying on the gurney in her temple clothes, I was just so struck by how dignified she looked. And so I walk in the temple that day, and I'm looking at all the lovely ladies in their lovely temple dresses, and I'm just struck all over again at how much dignity there is to this ordinance. And so I go into the name booth and telling the woman about this.
Oh, okay.
She goes, "Oh, that is so sweet. I'm so sorry you lost your mother, but that is so touching." And then she proceeds to give me my new name. My mother's first name.
Oh, wow.
That's my mom's name. And I started to cry. And I realized that my mom was with me through that session. That she was letting me know that she's mindful of me, that she loves me, that she wanted to be with me. And at the temple was a good place to meet.
Oh,
So,
for sure.
yeah, they don't stop.
No. That's awesome. Such good stories, such good experiences that we can have with those that are even in the spirit world. You know, it's amazing.
They anchor us.
Yeah. Now that you've experienced some of these things where your family has helped you and has been there for you from the other side, how does that change how you look at the things that you will go through or that you now go through since experiencing that? Has it changed how you feel about trials and life's storms?
Yeah, well, it's like how Nephi said, I know who to turn to, right? There's a quote. I think I have it here. I'll just read it to you. It says, "God lives, and his eyes are over us, and his angels are round and about us, and they are more interested in us than we are in ourselves, 10,000 times, but we do not know it."
Wow.
And that was John Taylor, third prophet of the church.
Yeah.
And I think about it, and I was once told in a priesthood blessing that hosts of my ancestors are watching my life with great anticipation. And they've been watching my life all along with great anticipation. And I'm just like, I must be a terrible disappointment to them. But the story's not finished yet. So.
It's not finished. We're good. You're good. And they went through similar things, different because it was previous centuries, but yeah, they know.
But I do know that I can reach out to them, especially those who have been endowed with power in the temples of our God, that they are empowered to help
Yes.
and assist. Yeah, 10,000 times?
Of what we think of ourselves, of how we think of ourselves, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're generally pretty egotistic, aren't we?
As humans, that's part of our trait.
Universe revolves around our needs.
Yeah, well, it's so true. I had my grandfather that I was really close to. We lived like 5 blocks away. Passed away when I was 10, and it was the end of the world for me. And it was really hard. And part of the way I got through it was thinking of him as my guardian angel. And there were times where, like one time, I think I was a few months pregnant with my oldest, and I was on my way to work, and there was a big traffic jam, and all of a sudden I could smell him. And I was like, he's checking in on me,
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
You never forget
Yeah.
a smell. Well, that
Some-
reminds
yeah.
me of when my grandma died on my mom's side. We did her baptism a year later, and it was her baptismal day, and I did the baptism, and then I went into the shower area where to change and everything into dry clothes. But on the other side of the curtain, I heard my grandmother's voice say, and I could feel my grandma and grandpa were standing there. My grandpa's work had already been done. I heard her say to him, "Why didn't we do this years ago?" And he just said, "I know." So they are so involved in our lives. We have no idea how much. And how many times my kids could have been killed, either by their own stupidity or the stupidity of someone around them, or by just circumstances, and they weren't, and they've been preserved. My son recently went hiking on Vancouver Island, and he had a cougar encounter, and he had a bear encounter, and like the way he described it to me in detail later, like I would have been dead for sure.
Wow.
But his resourcefulness and the intervention of the spirit, whatever it
These
was,
angels, yeah.
yeah, angelic messengers. So, and I wouldn't pray to my ancestors.
No.
It's
well,
just like,
they're being the Lord's hands,
yes,
right? They're helping us. They're helping him help us.
exactly.
Yeah.
But like, there's times when I felt their presence and I speak to them, and like even got that answer one time from my grandpa with his nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Great grandpa.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's true. They're around us. They care, and I believe that is true. Yeah.
And I'm very grateful for the example that they have set for me. At least what was recorded.
And and their sacrifices that they went through to get to where they were able to get us to be able to be where we are.
Absolutely.
And just their examples of courage and strength and faith and love, right?
100%.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing
you for having
this stuff.
me on.
It's awesome. I love hearing these stories. They bring tears to my eyes. They're just so cool.
Well, and I hope it's not the last
tell.
one, because
Yeah.
they have been an anchor for my life when things get hard. I can't. I could never leave. It's like when Jesus said to his apostles, "Will you also leave?" After all the disciples left. Well, where would I go?
Yeah.
This is where the eternal words of life are. This is where eternity is found. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, family is so much more powerful than I think we realize or give it credit for. Family is just, yeah.
Blood is thicker
Important.
than water.
That's true. Yeah, there's a reason why they come up with these things.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were able to share these things with us today.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thanks for watching. This is Dawn Will Always Come, and we'll see you again soon.